Next video is the next installment for the Bombing of Darwin, and we're up to Thursday, 11th of December. Mum was keen to forget about all the fighting and suggested Dad shout us to the flicks. Dad agreed and said he'd be happy to take us, which surprised Mum. Then he told her it's ranch night. Mum groaned. Dad and I love westerns. Mum only just tolerates them, but she was keen to go out. So off we went to the only picture theatre in Darwin, the Star. Late. The Star was amazing. It didn't have a roof, although there's a bit of a veranda over the back seats. The cheap seats are at the front in the open. That's where the Aboriginal family sat. If it rains, I guess they get wet. One of the Aboriginal men had brought dogs in, and at the most exciting moment in the movie, they started fighting. People jumped up and shouted at the dogs, and we couldn't hear the soundtrack. Luckily, it was a western, and we could follow the action in the final shootout without hearing the dialogue. The good guys won. They always do. People were laughing about the dog fight as they went outside for the interval. Lots of the men went across the road to the Vic Hotel. After the interval, the beer drinkers were laid back and missed some of the second movie. Dad reckoned some never come back. The second movie was my favourite because it had cowboys and Indians. During the big fight, when the Indians attacked the wagon train, the audience joined in. They added their own war cries and gunshots and cheered and made bugle noises when the cavalry appeared over the hill to save the settlers. It was incredibly noisy during the middle of the battle, but when things quieted down, I could hear a low wailing sound. Suddenly someone shouted, "Air raid!" and the audience leapt up and rushed for the exits. I grabbed Mum's arm and she grabbed Dad so we wouldn't get separated. Outside, the only light was from a shop across the road. Someone threw a brick through its window and blacked that out. The sirens were still wailing, so we walked down Bennett Street, past the Darwin Hotel to the Oval. Soldiers then guided us down a slippery track to the beach where we were attacked by thousands of mosquitoes and sandflies. At 12:30 a.m. we were told it was a false alarm and the all-clear siren was sounded. The only things in the sky were storm clouds. We walked home in the pouring rain, scratching our bites. And that ends that installment for the Bombing of Darwin.